Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be there with you today, but I hope your discussions on Focus on the Family went really well and you guys were able to teach each other a lot. And I also hope you have about an hour left in class right now because there's a lot of good stuff to get to. And we can cut some stuff if we need to, but ideally we don't have to do that because there's some interesting stuff in here. So let's get started. Our burning question for today is, how has Christianity been used to pass down, teach, justify, learn an inclusive morality? Last class was about a restrictive, exclusive morality. Today is all about inclusive. And so you guys have already had your discussion about Focus on the Family. I'm going to explain some extra credit and the method for the day. Then you guys are going to explore a couple aspects. You're going to see a Protestant Christian church from Seattle. And then you'll learn a little bit about the complexity of Pope Francis and his relationship with the LGBTQ community in the Catholic Church. I don't imagine you'll have time to explore gaychurch.org today, but you can see a little bit of it. Ooh, actually, we just need to take a funk break and appreciate this version of Amazing Grace by Victor Wooten. And then we're going to finish class by annotating a sermon from Dr. King on loving your enemies. I get that it's getting towards the end of the week, and senioritis is probably creeping in, and it's a little bit of a longer reading, but I think it's a really important and relevant reading, especially with today's political climate. So your homework is going to be to finish those annotations, or to start them. And so today is all about inclusive Christianity. But since this is publicly available on YouTube, if you're not a member of our classroom community and you're watching this, feel free to pause it so you can understand a little bit more of the nuance of what we're doing in this unit. For extra credit opportunities, you can take a look at some inclusive Christianity in terms of immigration. There's a church that created ID cards for undocumented immigrants, and the police really like the ID card, but North Carolina's government didn't really. And then there's also a nativity scene based on cages. All pretty fascinating to look at. So if you want some extra credit and we want to explore those, take a look at one or more of them, write a reflection. And so you guys have social media, and you know that much of modern America and corporate society is pretty good at showing up for things like Pride Month. And sometimes it's a lot more performative than it is authentic. Or sometimes it's authentic, but it's still not quite getting the full point. Right? Nothing's above critique. So today, as we explore a number of different churches, let's focus on two things. First, how is the church being inclusive to the LGBTQ community? But then also, two, what limits are still there? What are some of the potential setbacks or consequences from these limits? And so, in fact, on Canvas, you're going to want to download Inclusive Reflections. We also have paper copies that I've given to the substitute, so feel free to do either one. But if you do a paper copy, you're probably going to want to just take a picture and submit it. So we're going to start with a white evangelical Protestant church in the northern suburbs of Seattle, Eastlake Community Church. And I don't want to give a ton of spoilers, so I saw a video on social media a couple years ago about this, and it was really awesome and inspiring, but I didn't love how it just focused so much on the pastor and not so much on the members of the LGBTQ community that were being affected. So I found a couple of different videos and spliced them together, and you're going to watch that now. That's labeled Eastlake Inclusion on Canvas. So then you guys are going to talk about it. Then if there's time, you'll watch the Catholic Church video. And then you're going to come back and watch a second Radcliffe video. And I'll explain the final assignment of the day. I wish I could hear these discussions, but I'm sure they're going to be great. I'll see you soon.